glimpses of this deeper divine consciousness when you sit in meditation, I think, to some degree or other. You feel more quiet, you feel that in a way your so-called problems just kind of fall away a little bit. And then you have a glimpse of, wow, how wonderful to be here in this peace. The practice that we learned from Rudy and that we're doing requires choice and surrender. It requires awareness and surrender and choosing to go within instead of being caught in the external or our more limited internal processes, our thought constructs. This text talk about going beyond all the thought constructs. And in the West, we are basically taught that our thought constructs are the most important thing, aren't we? We are taught to think and develop our rational abilities and our ability to fit in with society and all of that. Have our role in the family. All of that is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But we don't want it to be the limiting factor for us, so that we are stuck in it and don't have a deeper experience. So it is a matter of choice, and of course every time you are being asked to make a choice by life, our resistance comes out. Our doubts, our fears, our tendency to say no comes out very strongly. If you really want to experience and become immersed in this deeper spiritual nature that you are, you have to get to the point where you don't fall for your own ego tricks, and you have to get to the point where you really respect yourself and trust yourself that you can do this regularly under any circumstance. And our lives are going to be full of circumstances, traumatics. Some people will leave us, some people will die, some people, things will happen to us that are difficult. All of this can become reasons to either become cynical and defeated, or it can make us motivated to go even more deeply into this state of being where we just experience that divine consciousness. And this divine consciousness, is just dynamic stillness. It's just a kind of peace that you feel when you let go of something. Let's say you have a big fight with somebody, and the more you talk about it, the worse it gets. Have you ever experienced that? I certainly have. And the more I think about it, the worse it gets. So in very many cases, the only solution is to relax, focus on the breath, and surrender. Let it go. And then, in a very natural way, this deeper sense of stillness and subtle energy arises. It just happens by itself. We don't have to, it happens by itself once we decide and once we make the subtle internal effort to keep our focus on it. Then it happens. It happens naturally. And each of us, we can become transformed into the absolutely best and universal expression that we can be. Really, and it's not easy. You have to really face all your demons It's all your past, all your things that come up. And then you have a choice. Do I get defeated by that? Or do I have my kriyas and my experiences of, difficult. But if you go through it and go into the core of it, you discover that there is that divine consciousness there.